Hey guys, welcome back to Frank's a Lizard?
Frank's a lizard?
A dragon, actually. Get my scaly sona right, please.
Is that what they're called? Scaly Sona? Frank, what is your persona anyway? I've always been meaning to ask you.
Yeah.
You know what? I have a handy chart for you, I think.
That's already a concerning sentence, but I'm keen. I mean, your little Discord avatar has fucking cat ears, so I don't.
Yeah.
I can gauge a clue.
Remind me after this thing, because I don't wanna spend the whole thing fucking looking through files. It'd make a bad episode.
Well, can you describe it as Stephanie puts it up on screen?
So I had like a shower thought where I was like, if you put a gun to my head and told me to pick a fursona, I made a tier list of what I would most likely pick as a fursona.
I love the effort of you going through a tier list of personas that you would have if you were, which you're not. But if you were, here's a detailed list that I spent hours making.
Yeah. I'm not gay, but if I would, I would
detailed.
definitely.
It's mostly just visual aesthetics.
That's cute, Frank. You're a cute little guy.
Yeah.
Pats you on the head.
Yeah.
And then you make the fursona noise of a cat. I'm assuming.
Not a cat.
What's number one on your tier list?
I would have to find the picture.
Yeah, wolf.
Okay. Frank has one of those. He's actually got a lot of those T-shirts where it's like a couple of wolves howling at the moon.
Mm.
You know.
No, I do not have those
Yeah, you do.
anymore.
Yeah.
Anymore.
No, I do not. I'm pretty sure I used to have one of them where it was like a blue like fire wolf or something, you know, back in 2013 when it was like cool to have one of those.
Wrong. It's still cool to have it.
Do you have one, Liam?
I'm wearing one right now.
I don't know if it's the same for you two. I've grown out of like wearing most like graphic tees. Like not necessarily a t-shirt with like something on it, but like, you know, as a kid I used to have shirts like, oh, I stopped playing video games to be here. This better be worth it.
Yeah, no.
And shit like that.
No, I
Like
have
those kind of shirts I've grown out of.
I've pretty well stopped wearing shirts like that. Yeah.
I
I wear T-shirts with things on them, but they're very rarely anything like
that matters.
more than just, I don't know,
Just like
a
it.
palm tree.
It just happens to be like a Mossimo shirt that you have.
Yeah. Like a shirt from like, I don't know, a place I've been or something, but yeah, I don't usually wear. I paused my game to be here. I don't have any shit like that anymore.
I think the closest thing to that is I have like a Pac-Man shirt.
Yeah.
This is like gaming on it.
Yeah.
But like it's just like a normal shirt.
Yeah, and it's, like I wear overshirts like 99% of the time, so like it doesn't really matter what I wear anymore. I'm not showing off anything because I have my buttons buttoned up. Are we in like getting to close to the end of the game? You said that it might only be like 2 sessions.
He's almost up to
we're getting there.
close to.
I'm just noticing a cool ass sword and thinking to yourself, that looks like an end game weapon.
He's about to go fight Ganon.
Yeah, this is the classic magic sword. Which, fun fact, in case we never get to it, in MediEvil 2, you get the bad ending if you collect the chalice that gives you the magic sword.
Oh, that sounds like a trap.
Is this like if you...
Or is it?
Yeah,
or is it very
it's very
easily?
funny.
Is it very noted? Is it obvious that you got to go for the bad ending if you pick that?
I'm trying to remember. I don't think there is an obvious like thing that's like, don't pick this up. I think they just wanted it to be like, oh, you get like a worse ending if you grab the most OP weapon kind of thing. It's very weird. Meanwhile, it's the opposite in this one. If you collect all the chalices, you get the better ending.
It just reminds me of Mass Effect, where the only reason I have Mass Effect is because I heard if you do things a certain way, like let's say you're like evil at the end of Mass Effect 1, and then you load up Mass Effect 2 and you start a playthrough. There's like an accident and you get damaged or something. You just have like a split in your face with like a glow coming from the split.
Yeah. I mean, I remember that being the main. I never played Mass Effect, but
Yeah.
I remember that was all anyone ever talked about. It's like, it's so cool how the games connect.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what else do they do? And then they wouldn't answer me.
Apart from that, nothing. You just play.
Sorry, I don't mean to imply Mass Effect is not good. I'm sure that they're fantastic games. It's just funny.
Yeah. It's not like what did Frank call it? It's like it was something like we play like Ocarina of Time or something like that, and you do something and then you swap out.
Oh yeah, the stupid fucking I'm trying to remember. I think it was either Mario 64 or it was a Banjo-Kazooie thing. Where you start an Ocarina. No. You start an Ocarina of Time, and you kind of do stop and swap.
Oh,
but because you're doing
the
it with
speed
Orca
running
time,
thing.
Yeah. It lets you do some stupid shit
Yeah.
when you do it that way.
God,
and
I
I'm
forgot about
that's,
that.
Yeah.
I should look into that again. Yeah, that's fun.
I need to
They should do that
become
again.
a
Why didn't
dragon.
they should bring back cartridges and make it do stupid shit like that.
My phone basically has that, where every time I get out of an app and back into it, it just restarts the app instead of continuing it. It's really, really handy if I'm trying to do something.
YouTube does that 10% of the time for my phone.
Yeah.
It's really fucking annoying, actually.
Yeah, I love being halfway through a video, closing it, opening it up like 2 seconds later, and then it's like, actually, we're restarting the app because that's what you wanted, right? And like, you fucking, and I snap my phone. I was playing a game. I was playing Pokemon Go, and I was in the middle of something really important. I had to close the tab, the game for just a second, just like minimize it to go to like something else for just a second, and I came back, and the game restarted. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, my Samsung didn't used to do it, and then I've gone to a cheaper phone, and now it doesn't work. Doesn't do what the Samsung used to do. I used to just swap out all the time, and it would still work, unless I actually
dude,
closed the thing.
As I'm always saying,
Where's the
I
file?
honestly think after this phone fucking kicks the bucket, which it will, because one day it'll become just obsolete and I'll refuse to update it anymore. I'm just gonna go back to a dumb phone.
Yeah.
I think that's it for me.
Yeah.
I think just a phone that does text and phone calls. That's all it needs to do.
Yeah, I want to get a smart TV because I'm sick of casting stuff from my phone. Because sometimes it will just stay casting it forever. I'm pretty sure it still thinks it's casting something. It still thinks it's casting Gladiator too, because that was the last time I casted something from Binge onto my freaking Google Home.
I use my PS4 as my entertainment center. It's got all the things on that, so I don't have to cast anything. I got YouTube and whatever on it.
Yeah.
Just watch YouTube with my PS4 all day.
I think I can get apps on Xbox. I saw I could get Discord on it, but it's like a modified thing. It's not actually like an official thing, an official client. Somebody has made a client for Xbox.
No offense, but I would absolutely hate having Discord on my TV. Getting fucking messages while you're trying to watch your dramas. Well, I'm trying to watch my soaps.
I mean, I was just thinking it'd be cool to show you guys my F1 race while we're in a Discord chat.
While Frank's playing MediEvil.
Yeah.
F1 in the
Or
corner.
in the other group chat, sometimes I'm just sitting there eating food or something and playing F1 Manager. I'm thinking, I should. But usually I'm just watching what everyone else is playing. They were playing the zombie game, whatever it was. It was Dead Island? Dead Island 2, right?
Yeah, we were playing Dead Island 2 recently. Oh, get me out of here, get me out of here.
Oh, that's what we talked about when I went over your place. I did not like Dead Island 1 very much.
No.
I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah. I remember years ago we were at a birthday party where they were playing Dead Island. I think it was like pretty new at the time as well. I think everyone had it, and you all had it. I don't remember what you said at the time, Liam, but I think it didn't last long in our group.
I'm very much past the point of wanting to buy games for a temporary amount of time.
Yeah.
If I'm buying a game, I'm going to play the shit out of it, and I'm going to replay it 100 times over the next 9 years of my life.
That's why I've got 72 days of freaking F1 Manager played.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not hours, that's days. So,
As you do.
so that's thousands of hours racked up of breakfasts and dinners being had while F1 Manager was doing a thing.
I'm bouncing between like two or three games right now. Playing Silk Song, of course. It's the big thing.
Yeah.
I have been playing Pokemon Legends ZA. That came out the other day, the other week. And
I was gonna.
something else.
I have some things to talk about that, but I was gonna save it for the Violet.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I'll be quiet. But Silk Song's pretty fun. It's
Chicken
extremely fucking hard, though. Okay? And I'm telling you,
I've heard that.
before,
Yeah.
and I just want to say, before anyone says anything, for reference, I am doing 100% cleanup, right? I've beaten the game entirely. I'm just like, and when I say cleanup, I'm just getting like the Hunter's Journal fully done and getting the last mementos. I've 100%ed all the items, gone through the whole thing. At the end of Act 3, I played through the whole game, and I can tell you that game is really fucking hard, okay? Because some people are like, oh, it's only hard at first because you're not used to it. Nah, man. That game is... It can be unfair sometimes. Now, don't get me wrong. Still a great game, and I do enjoy it. But man, honestly, my biggest... The way I would describe that game I honestly think that sometimes it utilizes the Donkey Kong 64 philosophy of game design. And you might be thinking, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
What I mean by that is, in Donkey Kong 64, there are so many golden bananas where doing one thing, it's just never enough, right? Like, in Donkey Kong 64, if you want to win, if you want to get a, like, it's not enough to win the race. Right, you have to win the race and collect enough coins on the way. You know, if for some reason the game has this idea like, oh, you can't just do this one thing, you have to do this and this and this and this. And Silksong's just like that. It can't just give you anything. You can't just do a thing and get a thing. You have to do 15 things to get half a thing. Like,
right.
it feels like it's constantly trying to one-up itself from Hollow Knight. Like, in Hollow Knight, there's a quest where you take a delicate flower from one end of the map to the other, and you're not allowed to take damage or else you gotta restart it. Like, once you do that, you get the reward. In Silksong, there's a quest where you have to take this thing from one end to the map to the other. You can take a little bit of damage, but really kind of not a lot, because you're also on a time limit. So it's like you can't take damage, you're on a time limit, and when you finally do get to the end, what you've actually achieved is like getting 1/4 of the way to the full reward. And the whole game is like that, where it's like it's just everything is like 10 extra steps to do half of what you could do in like Hollow Knight. Now again, I enjoyed the game. I've like 100% it effectively. I've almost like properly, fully 100%ed it. But I just thought, like, if you just want my overall thoughts on the game, that's kind of it. Fun game, good game, but Jesus Christ, you really gotta commit to it.
So is that to do extra things, like to get achievements, or is that minimum to have to do the extra stuff per level?
There is a lot of stuff in the game that you have to do to beat it that is really challenging like that.
Yeah, there's like doing the bare minimum, and then there's like achievement runs. And I was wondering if maybe that's what you were talking about when you're talking about 100%ing it. This is just doing the bare minimum.
It's both.
Yeah.
It is both, because there are things in just doing the main story that you will have to encounter. One of the most common things, like just a great example of like it's not enough to just do a thing. It's runbacks. And I find it a really interesting discussion, because like I feel like most people who like Dark Souls and Souls-likes and, you know, those kind of games, most people would agree, and maybe Frank, you might disagree, I don't know, that the worst part of those games are shitty long runbacks.
I mean, it depends. It depends on how bad the runback is. Like,
because
when I think Dark Souls 2 Fire DLC, the bonus Smelter Demon boss, the runback to get to that boss is fucking awful. Yeah. It is probably one of the worst Dark Souls boss runbacks ever.
In Hollow Knight, there was like a couple of bosses with not great runbacks, but they were manageable. In Silksong, there are tons of bosses with extremely long runbacks that have a field of enemies, are really annoying, and there's even a few bosses where like you do the really long runback, and then you have to beat a wave of enemies in the boss arena before the boss shows up, and then you get another shot at the boss. And that happens so many times in that game. It's just like, oh my god. Particularly if you want to get the true ending, you really have to encounter like a lot of really crazy things. It's just, I don't know. It's just interesting to think that like they really, instead of like kind of addressing a lot of like these harder things from like Hollow Knight and stuff, they kind of more doubled down on it. Which in a way I sort of respect, but in another way I'm sort of like, holy shit, man. Can you go easy on me for just a second? Can I just do a thing and be rewarded with the thing? Like,
no.
I don't know. Anyway, there's my Silksong discussion. To be honest, my thoughts on the game is a lot more nuanced than that. That was just my thoughts on it right now. And and you know, the grander, like what I truly think about it, I'd need to take a step back and like leave it for a while before I can give my thoughts on it.
Right, it's probably better to do like a retrospective kind of thing to get like your full thoughts.
Like, for instance, right now, I would not feel comfortable saying whether or not I liked it more or less than Hollow Knight. Because I have an immediate reaction, but I just think to myself, I gotta give it some time. Maybe I gotta play Silksong again sometime in the future and feel that out. But yeah,
like a subjective, objective sort of thing, like how I feel versus versus what I think. Anyway, next time on things.